Hello everyone, this is Amanda from Amanda's Joy of Coloring. Today I would like to do a coloring chat. And I'm going to color in Crayola Art with Edge, Zombie Days. And I want to color this page here. And we're going to try our best to do a coloring chat. I have anxiety, and as soon as I started thinking about doing a coloring chat, my anxiety acts up and I have trouble breathing. So if you're seeing this video, then it actually happened, and I did a coloring chat. This is not the first time I've tried to do a coloring chat. Everyone's been talking about the corn mazes and stuff in their tag videos, and I seen this zombie corn, and I thought it would be cute to color. It wouldn't be so bad to color. So what's been going on in my life lately? I've been doing the learning coach for my daughter online school. She does K-12 Virtual Academy. That's NCVA, North Carolina Virtual Academy. That's the name of the school. And so it's all online. I'm trying to find my colors. Maybe I should have picked out my colors before I started. Hopefully this doesn't end up too long. School started back in August with my youngest daughter. She is 5, and so she's in kindergarten this year, but it's all virtual. So she does North Carolina Virtual Academy. I hope the light is okay. We have a cloudy day out there today, and the sun just went down a little bit. So I'm a bit stressed out about that, but we've gotten in a routine now that it's not so bad. I'm just trying to find the yellow color I want. But I lost my swatch. So I'm just gonna swatch right here and see if that's what I want. That might be too bright. That's the sunflower. This one might be it. That's Y3. We got this yellow. I don't know why I did the swatch and I lost the swatch. These look kind of the same. This one's a little lighter. Okay. I think we're going to go with this Y3. That's barium yellow. And that's the, will it focus? That's the Ohuhu markers. We use my markers, so maybe we can, this video won't be so long, and maybe I won't have to cut everything out. So I know I want the corn yellow itself. So yeah, my daughter's been doing online school. So we have to get up really early and start our lessons. And she generally has math. And then she has language arts. And then she has her reading comprehension. And then our phonics. I'm not trying to stay in lines. I'm just trying not to get too many streaks. I'm not good with the markers yet. But I like how they go fast. So she has like 5 lessons on a general day, but Tuesday and Thursday, she could have up to 8 lessons to do that she's got to do online. And then on top of that, we have live class connects. So she has 2 45-minute class connects to do each day. And so we have to attend those classes as required. And you can't take any sick days. I don't understand. Like, she's been sick all last week, and we had to still do school, and she's not been feeling well. But we made it through it. But she's still kind of a little bit sick. She's had a sinus infection. And took her to the doctor Friday, and we missed one of the class connects, and we had to watch the recording. I'm not too worried about going over those dots. I'm going to put like maybe some green or black and make it look like a rotten corn or something. You know how when you open up a corn and it's got that mold on it? We're going to try to do that. So we've been doing that Monday through Friday, and we get done around 12 o'clock. So we eat breakfast when we get up, and then we start class. We've been getting up at 6. That's real early, but we've been doing it, so it's been working out. So if we get up at 6 and start our lessons, and then our first class connect is at 8:15. And then our last class connect ends at 10:30. So if we get done early with our lessons, we can finish up for the day early. And we have finished up by 11 o'clock some days, but some days it takes a long time. But she's getting the hang of it. She's learning pretty fast on how to work the computer. And I'm surprised about how often they get to participate in class. I remember in school, you raise your hand and never really get called on, but the teachers in there really make sure that every student gets a chance to talk and to participate in class. And I really like that. Yeah, I like this yellow. And so she gets to talk and speak up every day in class, at least a couple times. At least one time, but most times it's more than that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the mouth yet, but I'm going to do these like little corn teeth. And I think she really likes it. I just can't see sending her to school. She was sick all week. So she would have missed a whole week of school. Now, she missed her jiu-jitsu class and everything, because she goes to jiu-jitsu a couple times a week. But before she was sick, last weekend, me and my older daughter, she's 21, and she went with me, and we went to the paddle boats. My niece works out there. And so we went and seen the alligators in the lake. The lake that has the paddle boats is full of alligators and turtles and stuff, but they got the paddle boats out there where you can go out there with them. And so my niece works out there, and so she gave us a little lesson about the alligators out there and the turtles. And then we got to go out there on the paddle boat. And we paddle boat on the lake. It's a big lake out there. It's really big, and it's got trees in the middle of the lake, which was nice because we could paddle over near the trees and get a little bit of shade. It was pretty nice. It wasn't too hot that day, so it worked out. And I really enjoyed it, and Ruby enjoyed it. That's my youngest daughter. And I even took my little puppy out there on the boat as well. If I have a picture, I might post a picture up there with me and the dog on the paddle boat. But don't be making fun of me. I was wearing my life preserver. Gotta always be on the safe side. She said we didn't have to wear them, but she said my youngest daughter had to, but we just had to keep them in the boat. But we decided to go ahead and wear them. But yeah, if I have a picture, I'll post it up if I can remember. And maybe a picture of the alligators out there. We seen a couple alligators off to the side before we actually got out there. But it was fun. We only paid $10 for an hour. That's not that bad. So we spent the day out there in town. So we did the paddle boat. And then after that, we decided to go out to lunch because after doing all that paddling, we needed some more fuel. We went to Moe's for lunch, and it was nice to spend the day with my oldest daughter. I don't see her that much anymore now that she has moved out of the house. So it was nice. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do in there yet. I kind of color as I go and figure it out as I go. I don't know. I should plan better. But we did that. I believe it was last Sunday. And that Saturday, Ruby, she had her first t-ball game ever. So she's out there learning how to catch and hit the ball for the first time. We probably should have practiced with her a little bit before we went out there. I don't know if that's supposed to look like popcorn or what, but we're just going to keep coloring. And so that was nice. They got to practice for about 20-25 minutes, and then they played a little game. They don't really play all the innings. They just make sure that every kid gets to hit the ball and catch the ball. And so they're just throwing the ball to first and participating. So they're just learning the rules and how to do things. It was nice. It wasn't too hot out there that day either, which was great. And so my husband had invited one of his friends to go watch her play, and then her his sister, her aunt, Ruby's aunt, she was able to come and watch her play, which was nice. And her uncle came as well. And then so we had lunch after that, which was nice. I think that's a piece of corn. Which we don't get to see them that much. They live a couple hours away. So they drove out for the game. I'm going to try to finish this picture before I stop chatting. Hopefully it doesn't end up too long. I think he's looking good. I'm not sure if those are supposed to be popcorn, but I think I'm just going to color them yellow too. Buttered corn, popcorn. Because I don't think I want to do the background. And so it's been nice. She gets to go do T-ball every Saturday. Try to keep her active. But she had to miss this Saturday because she was sick. The doctor said she could go, but I didn't want her out there not feeling well, running around and getting hot. I think this Saturday coming up, when she goes and does T-ball, I think we'll go do a hayride or something, or the corn maze. That would be nice. We got a farm near where she does T-ball, so maybe we can go out there. I think they have a few rides or something. I haven't been before, but I think they got hayride and some other things and a pumpkin patch. This weekend I was supposed to go out of town and go see my mama. She's been sick lately. She had a stroke this year. I think she had a stroke in March. I can't remember, but she was in the hospital after the stroke for 4 months. And then she went to a rehabilitation center for about 3 weeks after that. So she had to have brain surgery to remove the clot right after the stroke. My sister got her up to the hospital and they've flown her to a different hospital so she can get surgery. And so after the stroke, she had a lot of rehabilitation she needed to do. She couldn't move her right hand anymore, her right arm, and right after she couldn't move her right leg, but she gained some mobility back, but she couldn't walk on her own anymore after that. So she was living with my sister, but her house wouldn't accommodate all the things that she would need, the wheelchair and the hospital bed and everything that she would need to get around. So my brother, he had the space. He has a bigger house. He had the space so he went up there and picked her up from the center and brought her home. And so she's been up there since. And I usually go up there and watch her while he goes on vacation. But he canceled the trip again. Last month he canceled the trip. And this month he canceled the trip. So, because my mom's not doing so good. She's got dementia as well, and she's gotten set in her ways where she doesn't want to get to moving and do anything anymore. And she was mean to my niece. So she was doing some verbal abuse and had her upset. And now my niece watches her most of the time and takes care of her. She's older and she works with the elderly for her job. So she's used to it, but she's not used to her grandmother yelling at her. So we got all the yellow done. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll come in and put in some gray and green. So we use that color. Where's the light gray? Let's see what. Just want to swatch this over here. Let's put a little gray in here. Because when your gums are usually pink, but we're going to go in with the gray gums. They're looking pretty bad. So yeah, he canceled that trip last month. And so I didn't get to go then. And then he called and said, well, she's doing better now. And she hadn't really been abusive or being mean lately. That he was going to try to go on a trip again. But then her caretaker was watching her for the day, and Mama was unable to get up out of the bed for the whole day, and the caretaker didn't feel safe about getting her up out of the bed. Now I think she sleeps in a regular bed, but I think they got hospice coming and bringing in another bed, a hospital bed. So they were supposed to get that there the day after. So maybe that helps her get up. I think I'm going to go this weekend, not on Saturday, but maybe Sunday, and go visit and see how she's doing. Let's do gray around the eyes too. But they don't predict her to be living too much longer. And she's not that old either. Well, I think she turned 70 this past May, right after the stroke. So I remember my first visit down there was in May. The visit with her after her stroke. On their first trip out. And she was doing real good. She was walking with her walker, and she can make it to the table and to the bathroom and everything. We'll see how she's doing when we get down there. I don't know. Maybe I should have went a little darker with this gray. Go over it again. I haven't used these markers much, so I don't know. But yeah, hopefully she's doing better. My eldest daughter is going to come with me, but the youngest daughter is going to go with her aunt and uncle while I go after. We're still going to do the ball game, but she's going to do the ball game and go with them. And then the next day, me and my eldest daughter will go down there and see her grandma. Let's see, maybe we do green. Usually the little husk are white or yellow, but we did all yellow. Let's find a green. I kind of want that mossy green or whatever. I think it's this one. I lost the other. I do have this. I lost the other side. I got this side, but I lost the other page to it. Yeah, I think it's the GY5 that I want. It's probably over there by the couch, but yeah, I'm gonna do GY5 on the green. Think about the eyes. But yeah, my mama's not doing so well. I wish she was. I'm just going to cover this whole thing and then go back over the little splotches with gray maybe. I wish she was doing a lot better. Now, she's the reason I got into coloring in the first place. She loves to color. And so when I went back, when I went to go see her in May for her birthday, I got her a few coloring books. And then I thought it would be nice for me to color in the same books that she had, and then we can put her pictures together. So I bought 2 books of each and give her a book, and I got me a book of the same book. But she colors after the stroke. She colors with her left hand, but she writes with her right hand, so she can't color as well as she used to. So, but she still enjoyed doing it. Last time I went and visited, she didn't want to color, but we did get her to go outside and sit in the wheelchair on the porch. And then it was last month we went, and we sat out there for about an hour and talked with her. And then we had to go because it's an 8-hour drive. Well, it's a 4-hour drive there from where I live, and then a 4-hour drive back. So we spent a few hours there, and then we have to leave and drive 4 more hours back. So it's a long one-day trip, but we have other things we got to get done for Monday. My oldest daughter, she has to work on Monday. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll drive there and come back in the same day. But it'll be a good day for Mom because she'll have a visitor. Last time we went, she didn't even know who I was, so. But she was happy. I brought my puppy with. She's a little black snoodle with the silver beard, and the puppy always lights her up. She smiles. She loves the puppies. My brother has 2 dogs as well, but they're older dogs. So she held the puppy for a little bit, but she didn't know who I was, and she didn't know who my daughter was. It's just hard to see her that way. I think the corn's coming along. I think I'll go through and darken up some of the areas, give it some shadows in a minute. I never really done that with marker, but we'll see how it works in a minute. So my schedules through the week and the weekends are always pretty full, but I still try to fit in my coloring. It brings the stress down, gives me a chance to sit down and relax and not think about all the things going on and stress about school and all that stuff. I'm just glad she's not going to a public school this year, too, with all the COVID stuff going on. She would have missed a whole week last week for being sick, for sure. But with the online school, she's not allowed to miss any days because she can just watch the recording. Uh-oh, I went over. This page would be good with the stencil, maybe. I don't know. I need to try to start using my stencils more. But yeah, it'd be nice to go see Mama this weekend as well. But yeah, as soon as I got her coloring books in May, and I got me some like them, and then I started coloring in them, got me back into coloring. I used to color back when it started with the adult coloring. I guess, I don't know when it started, maybe 2014 or something. I colored some. And then I got mad at that one picture I was doing because it was taking too long, I guess. I think I'll do that a different green or a different yellow. Yeah, let's do this green. It's a lighter green. Yeah. I don't know if I can do that without going out the lines. I gotta focus. Maybe I'll turn it closer to me so I can see. Just give me a minute to get these lines done. Obviously, it's taking a little bit. But yeah, my mother enjoys coloring a lot. I'm sure she's got a large coloring collection because I bought her quite a few over the years, and I know everybody else in the family has bought her coloring books and supplies too. Everybody knows how it builds up for sure. But yeah, she colors with, I think she colors with colored pencil and gel pens as well. I'm not sure if she does markers. I think I seen some pencils when I was there last time. Okay, there we go. We got those lines done. Okay, so now we want to do some outer edge. Maybe some gray, a darker gray. And then I want some green in there. Where is it? Oh, we want to use that same green. Just want to put some, like, specks of green, like mold around the edge, like a moldy mouth. Since it is a zombie book, I guess we'll do moldy teeth, rotten teeth. And then maybe put some blood in there too. Maybe get a red too. Let's put a little green there. Okay. And then we want some red. So that's the R8. I don't know if you can see it. R8. Come in like with some blood around his mouth and blood on his teeth. I'll put some green bits around there too. We're not trying to be perfect. Blood is not perfect. I don't know. Kind of looks like ketchup. Then I'll come in with my gray too and get some of the spots I didn't get. I don't know. I didn't think this through. We're just going with it and kind of thinking maybe this corn attacked somebody out there in the field with its moldy corn bits and moldy teeth. Put some bits of mold. Sometimes mold is black, but we're gonna do gray and green for mold. We don't want all perfect. I'm not doing this in particular way. We're just putting some on here in the crevices. Okay, and then we'll add some green to that too. We're gonna spit out moldy popcorn at whoever's in the corn maze. Do those pieces gray as well. I think we're gonna do like the same thing around the eyes as well. I don't know if y'all were in frame for all that, so that's just gray added on the popcorn. Give it some dimension. We're going to add some green to it here in a minute too, but I got the red back out. I'm going to do the same thing around the eyes. And this ain't going to be perfect. It's just going to be going across. Art does not have to be perfect to look good. It just has to be however you want it to be. I'll put a little bit there. Kind of want it going around the whole thing. Match the mouth. Yeah, that looks cool. Let me add the green. That's the same green I used for the leaf here. And we're just going to go around the same thing. He's looking good right now, I think. And try to use the same color so your eye's not all over the place looking at different shades. And I'm not too worried about going out of lines here. This is mold and black mold and green mold. They don't stay in lines. It goes wherever it wants to go. It is getting darker outside because it rained this morning. Put some dots on there. Okay. Now I remember when I was younger, I've told you guys before that my father owned a produce stand, and me and my sister helped him run it for many years. But first time really getting into art, my mom, for Halloween, we would paint pumpkins to sell in the produce stand. And so we would paint the pumpkins. We would put on the little pie pumpkins and some on the big pumpkins. We would put little funny faces and make little spiders out of them. And we just have a good old time painting in there during the fall. We make a pumpkin look like Frankenstein. It was fun. And the more outline you do with it, the better it looks, I think. The better the pumpkins looked anyway. Okay, so we got all our red. No, I missed some red on these ones. And just make the popcorn stand out a little bit. Well, I'm almost done. I think I will add some red lines inside his eyes. I would always do that for the pumpkins. And we'll add some of our lines as well. And you definitely got to give him some eyeballs because that makes him more creepy. So we're going to try to leave that little white space for like the pupil, but it doesn't have to be that big as they got it. Okay, I hope you can hear me okay. I'm kind of whispering now, it seems like. Alright, so now it looks like he's got some eyeballs. Still got this part. I do feel like that gray needs to be a little bit darker. But maybe I'll just do some some highlight lines. That usually helps. I'm just going over the lines that's already there to brighten it up. I'll do the same thing over here. Sorry about that. That's my daughter in there washing her hands or her face in the bathroom. And she likes to sing and dance, but she washes her hands a lot now since COVID, seems like, but I'm always reminding her to wash her hands, so I guess she's listening. Okay, we're almost done here. I see I missed some spots. I want to put some red dots in these moldy spots as well. He's looking kind of creepy. I'm still unsure about what to do right here. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting in some red spots around the gray and green moldy spots. Like he's injured and moldy. Okay. We can just do a black mouth or a red mouth. I'm not sure. Let's do the dark gray. No, I want the black. Let's do the black. Change my mind. Let's do the black. So yeah, we used to paint pumpkins for Halloween there at the produce stand. It was nice. I don't know. My mother was a good artist, I would say. When I was younger, she owned her own bakery in the town where we used to live, and it was called What's for Dessert. And so she would decorate cakes and cookies and stuff like that, and make little flowers. Alright, I think we're done, and hopefully I successfully recorded my first coloring chat. I hope you enjoyed it. And I appreciate everyone for watching. Thank you.